Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. In this video I will share with you how to generate an invitation for Google Meet and also how to share this invitation code with the students. To generate a Google Meet invitation and to obtain the code, we can do that through Google Calendar, and we can access the Google Calendar if we are on our email using Gmail platform. As we know, we can access it from this sidebar. We can see the calendar icon here. You can set your or start a new calendar from this sidebar, or you can get it from the Google Apps. And if you click on this, you will open the Google Calendar site, and from there you can start a new Google Calendar. So if I want to set my class at 2 p.m. on 14th of April, I will click at this line, which is 2 p.m. here, and I add the class title, say class 1, and I can here set the time of the class, starting time, ending time, and ending date. And in order to make sure that it's going to be on Google Meet, we will click here, as you can see, on add rooms, location, or conferencing. If we add here, we click here, and then we add conferencing, and that will automatically generate, which will be used for Google Meet. This code, as you can see here, can be copied and shared with the students via the various platforms. For example, iTa'lim, Google Classroom. So this will enable the students to join the meeting with this code. However, for the lecturer, you don't have to copy and paste this code, as it will be saved in the Google Calendar. You can just click on it and it will automatically open the Google Meet web page where you can start the meeting immediately. Let me bring your attention here to this option to add guests. For this option, if you don't want to add guests, that is fine, because you can share the link with your students. However, that will require you as the host of the meeting to approve every or give permission for every student in the class to join the meeting. So if, let's say, you have 30 students, they will have to when they join the meeting, you will have to grant them permission, and that's kind of hectic and could be annoying, especially if they join the meeting later after the starting of the class, where you already started your discussions with the students, and suddenly students will be coming in one after another, and that will be disturbing the class. So if you want to use this option, make sure that you remind the students to join the class 10 minutes or 15 minutes before time, so that they will be joining the class all together, and the class can start on time without disturbance. So let me save this first. All right, so now we already saved this class on the Google Calendar. Now if we click and we go to edit event to share with you some other options that we can have, as you can see, the class is already added as a conferencing, and the ID for the class is there on the Google Meet. And you have notification here. You can add notification to remind you of the class 10 minutes, or maybe I want to say 15 minutes, or maybe 20 minutes, so I can log into the meeting or join the meeting earlier, so the students can come in and join earlier. And maybe I can add one more notification and put it in 1 day earlier. so that I can prepare my staff for the meeting earlier. I also can add some description to the students. Say, dear students, please join the meeting 15 minutes before time. Thank you. And these notes will be received by the students if I share this on as I mentioned earlier, if you want to add guests, there are two ways to do that. One is by having the email of all the students and copying them and pasting them here. If you don't have them on your Gmail, if let's say you have them on your Gmail as one group, you can use that to add them to the meeting directly, or you can, as I said, copy all the emails and paste them, but they must be Gmails and not on any other email platform. And the other option is to use Google Classroom. If you have Google Classroom, you can easily invite the students to the Google Meet. So I have a Google Classroom for one of my classes. So it is separation one. So if I added this class here, now as you can see, I have 30 guests, including myself, and the class is added here. So now if I save, I will, as you can see, I have 3 options to dismiss. That means I go back to the calendar to do more editing, or the other 2 option is to send the invitation, which means that the 29 students who are on the Google Classroom, where the emails are already registered on that platform, they will receive an email informing them of this meeting, its time and date, and also with the notification that I have added here. If I don't want them to receive an invitation to their emails, then I can click on Done Send. But of course, it's better to send to the students so they will receive it to their emails, and then the link will be the meeting ID link will be attached to the email, and all they need is to just click on the link and join. And in this case, they don't have, or you don't have as a host to grant them permission. They will join the meeting directly because they already received the invitation via their Gmail. One more advantage of setting the Google Meet through the Google Calendar is that when you set it, you will be able to see it on the list of meetings on the Google Meet web page or on the app on your phone, and you can access to the meeting directly by clicking on that. And to show you this, I want to edit this class that I already set up earlier for this semester. And so I want to add a Hangout meeting, because the time must be within the time I'm preparing this material. So I want to change it to, say, 4 p.m. All right, and I save yes for this event because I have set this for the whole semester. So I just want it to be for this particular event. Okay, now if I go to Google Meet, as you can see, the meeting is on my meeting list. Meeting list. And if I want to join the meeting, I just have to click on this, and I am able to join the meeting. The second way of generating the Google Meet ID for inviting your students is to go directly to the Google Meet website or on your mobile app. And as you can see here, we have join or start a meeting. If you click on the star here, and a window will appear, and on this window you have options of writing your meeting code, if you have the meeting code, or your nickname, and or you just leave it empty and continue, and the meeting will start. All right, now when you start the meeting, you can observe that we have a code here, or ID. That is the meeting ID, which you can share with your students uh, via the various um, platforms, as I mentioned earlier, Ta'lim, or um, Google Classroom, or WhatsApp. So by sending this link or ID to them, when they join Google Meet, they will use it to join your class. All right, so that is how we can generate um, an invitation ID for Google Meet, which we can share with our students, so they can enjoy with you your e-learning over Google Meet. Please don't hesitate to contact me if you have any questions regarding this particular topic, and I will see you again, inshallah, in the next video on how to conduct your class or your e-class on Google Meet. Thank you.